Good morning, all of you. I am Vadaganathan. I am working as assistant professor in the department of CSE, Computer Science and Engineering in Erode Engineering College, Perundurai. I am going to just give introduction about Java. These are all the basic features of Java. Java is a simple one. It having a very simple syntax. Java is a secure one. We can use the Java programming language for banking purpose and all. Java is a portable one. We can convert Java into we can embed our Java into any language, so it is a portable one. Java is a fully object oriented language. Object oriented in the sense Java is full of class and objects. Java is a robust one. Then Java is a multi-threaded. It supports for multi-threaded programming language. Then Java is a architectural natural. Then Java is an interpreter. We can execute one line by line. Java performance is very high. Java is a distributed one. We can make a distributed application by using Java program. Java can create a dynamic programming language. So these are all the basic features of Java programming. Next, Java. These are all the main characteristics of Java platform. Java is a platform independent one. Then Java is object oriented. Object oriented in the sense we can create class objects. Based on the classes and objects, we can access the data member from the class. Without creating class, we cannot write a program in Java. So Java is a object oriented programming. Java designed as a core language. There is a Java having many editions. And core languages belongs to standard edition. Java can embed in web pages. Then how Java will work in the sense Java can be compiled by Java virtual machine. So it will produce byte codes. It will produce a byte codes. So automatically it is a platform independent one. It can execute any platform. Java program consists of one or more files with the .java extension. When Java program is compiled with the .java files, which produce a .class file. .class file contains a Java bytecode. Because of bytecode only, we are saying that Java is a platform independent one. Then how Java work? Java works by using bytecode. It can be executed in any platform. Bytecode can be created by Java virtual machine. So bytecodes can execute in Mac OS, Unix, Linux. So it can execute any platform. That's why we are saying that Java is a platform independent. This is a basic simple Hello World program. We are having class Hello World app. Here starting letter of class is a capital letter. Then public static void main. This is a main method. For all Java programming, we should have a main method. Main method should be a public access specifier. Then it will be having a static method. So what is the static in the sense without creating object we can call a particular main method. That's why we are defining that method as a static. Then void, defining that method as a static. Then void, it cannot return anything. So we have mentioned that as a void. Then main is a method name. String arguments. String arguments in the sense it can pass a argument value as a array data type. Then system.out.println. What is the use of system.out.println in the sense it can print the any values by using the println method. Println method can be retrieved from system.out. System class. So that's why we are writing system.out. From that we can use the method called print. Ln is indicating for creating the new lines. After creating the Java program, it will create the class file. After creating the class file, it will compile in any platform like Windows, Solaris, Mac. This is the diagram explains Next, Java is a platform independent one. It is a pure object-oriented programming language. So it supports for encapsulation, inheritance. Encapsulation in the sense it is going to hide the data from user. Then inheritance, it will inherit the class properties from the class properties from the parent class to child class. Polymorphism, we can do the multiple operations, but operation may be different, but it may have a same name. That is a polymorphism. We can create a static polymorphism and a dynamic polymorphism by using overloading and overriding and all. It is no free functions. Java contain no free functions. That means it can execute in. We cannot create a class outside. We cannot create class outside the Java. Outside the we cannot create a methods or functions outside the classes. Within the class only we can create the code. That's why we are saying that it does not having any new free function. Then all code must be inside the class only. All functions must be inside the class only. That's why we are saying that a pure object oriented programming language. Also it should start with the class. Without creating class we cannot write a Java program. That's why we are saying that Java is a pure object oriented language. Then HelloWorld.java, class, public class HelloWorld, public static void main, string arguments. Here this is a simple Java program, public class HelloWorld. Here we are having class name as hello world. H is a capital letter. Actually Java is a case sensitive one, so you have to create a words as it is, like in system class system.out.println. System is one of the class, so system should be start with the capital letter. Then public static void main, string is one of the class, so it should be starting with the string capital letter. Here with the arguments we have a square bracket. What is the purpose of square bracket? In the sense square bracket indicates the arrays. That's why we are defining arguments with the array. Then system.out.println, the purpose of system.out.println is going to print the value. So it is going to print the value as colo CSE 307. It is a simple Java program we can execute by using Java virtual machine. Then next one is a very important concept, public. It is going to define the public keyword. Public keyword is a access specifier. This keyword is going to define main method as a access specifier. Then static is a keyword. Void, it is going to check that whether we can return the method value or not. So void is going to indicate that it will not return anything. Main in the sense it is having a main method. It is a method name. Then string arguments. String is a data type, argument is a array parameters. So parameters will be passed as array. What is the purpose of static? In the sense while executing compiler, while executing a main method, the compiler cannot create object for a main method. That's why we are defining that as a static one. Then public class HelloWorld. Public class HelloWorld. This is the example program already we have seen. Then here we have created a public class. Foo is the class name. Start of class foo. All code in here. The code for class foo will be in file named as foo.java. Just a text file with it will be having .java extension. A complete program will be normally consist of many different classes, thus many different files. Java can be consist of different type of errors: syntax error, runtime error, logic error. What is the purpose of compiler error in the sense now while executing Java program we can get a errors. That is what we are calling as a compiler error, runtime error. Runtime error in the sense at the time of execution it will produce error, that's why we are calling that as a runtime error. Logic error, based on the logic it will create the logics may be getting error, so that is what we are calling as a logic error. It will execute, but while running the program, we may get the different type of logic errors. Then these are all the basic features of Java. First one is data types. We are normally in data types we are having primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Expressions and operators, control structure, arrays, methods, and programming for correctness. Data types. Java is a data type. Normally Java data types having primitive data type, non-primitive data type. In primitive data type we are having numeric, byte, int, float, boolean, short, long, double. These are all the primitive data types. What is the meaning of non-primitive data types? In the sense character, object, array, these are all the non-primitive data types. Primitive data types, for integer we are having a different type of numbers like byte, short. Byte is a 1 byte memory, short is a 2 byte memory, int having 4 bytes, long having 8 bytes. Long having 8 bytes. Then in floating point, normally float having 4 bytes and double having 8 bytes. So if you want to use highest precision compared to float, in the sense we can use double. Then int long, if I want to use highest value in integer, you can go with the long. It will be allocating with 8 bytes. Then character, boolean. Character is having 2 bytes, boolean having 1 byte. It will be boolean having 1 bytes. It will be having a true or false value. So we are going to see one by one data types, primitive data types. First one is int x, int y, int y equal to 10, int z, zz. Then these are all the example for declaring the integer value. Then double a equal to 12.0. So this is example for double. Then boolean data type, boolean variable is done. It may assign with the value true or false. So character data type. So these are all the primitive data types. Data type, that characteristics and range is displaying in this slide. Actually data type pp, byte having 8-bit signed integer. It is range from -128 to 127. Short, 16-bit signed integer, -3 to 768 to 3 to 767. Int 3 to bit signed integer, minus 2 147 483 6482, 2 147 483 647. Float, long 64-bit signed integer. Float is the 32-bit floating point number. Then double 64-bit floating point number. Boolean true or false. Character having 16-bit unique code. So character can be executed in any any character can be represented by Java. This is the main use of this is one of the future of our Java Unicode. Next, these are all the data types. Next we are going to see about integer. For integer we are having 4 types of integer data type. First one is the byte, next one is short data type, next one is int data type, next one is long data type. Byte data type is takes 1 byte storage. Short data type is 16-bit, that means 2 byte storage. Int data type is 32-bit, that means 4 byte storage. Long data type is 64-bit. it is having the range long L equal to 2467 8822. Then floating point having a float and double. Floating for float we are having a 4 byte value. For double we are allocating 8 byte value. So if you are using highest precision you can use double. Then this is the difference between float and double. Precision value, if you are float gives a 6 to 7 decimal digit precision value, then double gives approximately 15 to 15 normally 15 to 16 decimal precision value. Actually float needs 4 bytes of data storage. Double needs 8 bytes of data storage. Then default usage is by default Java designates floating point as a double, where storage is a constrained one while using float. But in case of double we can use applications which need more precisions. Then this is the Boolean data type. Boolean type is declared with the Boolean keyword and only takes the values true or false. Actually here is salted healthy is the Boolean variable. It is assigned with the true. Boolean is salted tasty equal to false. System.out.println is salted healthy. System.out.println is salted tasty. So system.out. It is printing two values. First one is true. Second one is false. It is first one is true, second one is false. It's just printing true and false value by using Boolean data type. Then character data type. Character data type. In character data type we are just mentioning that as a character grade equal to a. System.out.println grade. What actually it will print now, it will be print as a grade. Actually character data type using 16-bit Unicode character in Java. Next we are going to see about these are all the things we have seen about primitive data types. Next we are going to see about non-primitive data types. First one is array, second one is string, second one is class, third one is class, last one is interface. Class and object. So class is a synonymous with the data types. Object is like a variable. For each class we are going to have a different type of object. Class contain implementation details of data type, interface, like that. Objects are complex variables. It is a piece of internal data in the class. Various behavior carried out. Behavior in the sense we can carry out different type of operations over methods. This is the example for creating. This is the example for creating objects. Actually I'm having a class rectangle R1. Next another way of creating class is R1 equal to new rectangle. New is the keyword. While creating class normally we are using new. New is the keyword going to allocate the memory for object R1. Next another format for creating the object is rectangle. R2 equal to new rectangle. So it will create a object for a rectangle class. Then by using object we can call a particular methods. Set size 10, 20 like that. 10, 20 is a parameters. We can pass the parameter. Next these are all the built-in classes. Actually we are having a built-in classes system, array, scanner. Scanner in the sense it is the purpose of getting the values from user. File in the sense it can create a file. We can create objects. Then system class. System class we can create a input output methods. Then we have a built-in classes like integer, character, double, math, like that and all. Next we are going to have a yes, like our C programming. In C programming, we may have to include the getter files. The same way we have to include the packages in our Java program using the concept called import. Input is the word. It will retrieve the packages which is available in the Java library. Yeah, we are having these are all the example of import package. Just see in this PPT, import java.util.star. Instead of mentioning array list, we can make it as star. It will retrieve everything, every classes which is available in the package. Package in the sense it may be a collection of class. AWT rectangle for creating shapes and graphical user interface. We can use a import file called AWT. Then we can create a util import.java.util.star. This is one of the java.util.star. This is one of the package for importing the basic Java programming, Java input like a scanner class, system class. Then java.util.random, it will specifically import the random file. Then java.lang.star package, it automatically imported other classes, language classes in Java. This is the example for string class. Actually here I am having a string class. I am declaring the variable as string. I am declaring the name as a object. For name object I am going to declare the string as Mike D. Then first name is Mike, last name is Scott, whole name. In Java normally plus is indicating for concatenating the two variables. There is a main use of plus. Then standard output in system.out. In system.out.println print, we are going to just print expression. Then system.out.println we are going to print expression. In ln it is going to create a new line, but in case of print it does not creating any new line. Then it is like a expression. Here x is a string, so it is indicated with the double quotes. Then here plus x is a variable, so concatenating string with x I am going to use a plus. Then concatenating string with y, y is a string, so concatenating x plus x with y, I am going to use plus. Then concatenating y is string, so string with y I am going to use plus here. Then next we have seen about string class, standard classes. Then we can create as like our C program, we also create a constant in our Java program. We can if I want to create a constant in Java program, we just mention here with the keyword called final. It will create a constants in our Java program. Then we are next non-primitive data type is array. As usual, array in the sense collection of multiple values. We cannot in array we cannot have a single value. We may have a multiple values. By using a square bracket and index of that value, we can retrieve the particular value. Yeah, actually here example is shown here. Here there are 6 index. Then in first index 50 is stored. Then second index, that means first index 0th index 50 is stored. First index 12 is stored. Second index 45 is stored. Like that it will be storing all values. If I want to retrieve the particular second instance, I can use score of second index value. I can use score of 2. Here score is the array name, 2 is the index value, then it will return the 45 as the answer in array. This is the actually this is the this is the syntax for declaring the arrays. Here I am declaring int score. Integer is the data type, score is the array name. Here we are having square bracket. We can create a object like this, int score equal to new int. It is one of the way for creating the array objects in Java program. Then this is a sample example program for array class. Actually here having a public static. Here I am having a public static void main. This is the main method, this is the class name. Then here I am having a string arguments. String arguments. Then integer data type. There is a variable score. Here I am declaring three variables. Here I am declaring three variables. I am assigning three variables, 10, 20, 30. So automatically it becomes a array value. If I want to access the first value, in the sense I can use the first value by using score of 0. Here score of 0 is indicated with double quotes, and plus score of 0 in the sense it is a variable value. It is going to printing the value as 10. Then within the score of 1, within the double quotes, which is a score of 1, is print as it is score of 1. Then score of 1 is, it is going to print the value of first index, that is first index of score is 20. Then it is going to print the value of second index of score. So second index of score is 30. So this is the normal way of printing the array values. But if I want to use for loop in for printing arrays in Java, we can use this method. Just to look into here. Here I am declaring int I for I equal to 0. I is less than or equal to 2, I plus plus. So it will print up to second index. So normally it will be starting with 0. So I is initialized with the 0. Then first, what is the I value? 0. So automatically it will print as score of 0 here. Automatically it will print as score of 0. So score of 0 in the sense what is the value of score of 0? 10. So it will print the 10 value first. Then next, what will be I value? I value will be incremented with 1. So 1 less than or equal to 2. Automatically the condition is true. Then it will print the score of 1. So automatically it will print 20. Then it will increment the value I plus plus. So automatically I value become 2. I is less than or equal to 2. The condition is 2. So automatically score of 2 in the sense it will print the 30. It will print the 30 value. This are all about arrays. Then next we are going to see about expression and operators. These are all the basic operators available in our Java programming. First one is arithmetic operator, unary operator, relational operator, then assignment operator, logical operator, conditional operator, and bitwise operator. First of all, we will see arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator having this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, like this. Actually this is a sample program for getting the value from user. This is a class we are using here, scanner class, scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Here I am having class name as first tab. Here we are using scanner class. So automatically java.util.scanner has to use. Then scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Here I'm just whatever the value I am getting here. This is a simple example for getting the values and printing the values. Here I am using the class called scanner. Here just I am using the class called scanner. Here I am creating object sc. So by using sc object I can get the values, integer values. That's why we have mentioned here next int method. Int user in equal to sc dot next int method. Then by using next int method I can got the value in user input. So if we print the user input, now whatever the value we have typed in keyboard, that value will be printed in output. So this is a simple example. This is a simple example for arithmetic operator. So here just to listen here, we are using a scanner class here. We are by using scanner object s dot next int, we are getting the a value. Next yeah, s dot next int, I am going to get the b value. By using a b value, I am going to add a plus b, total of a plus b. Then I'm going to identify subtraction a minus b. I am finding the multiplication, division, and modulus. Modulus in the sense it will just return the remainder value. Then system dot out dot println total, total plus total, plus total in the sense total within the double quotes is string, plus total in the sense it is the total variable, whatever the value we are having inside the total variable, we will be having total variable. It will be printing as a total variable. Then subtraction plus sub. In subtraction plus sub, plus sub will contain the some subtraction result, so it will be having subtraction. Then multiplication, multiplication output will be available in mul variable, so mul, so it is printed multiplication, it will be printed with the multiplication. Then division, then modulus. This is the output, sample output for arithmetic operator. Unary operator, actually normally in unary operator we will be having a plus plus and minus minus. That means post increment and pre increment, post decrement and pre decrement. This is the example for post decrement and pre decrement. Normally I am having a value as 7. I am having a value as 7, so I am going to print a value as plus a. Then here a plus plus in the sense first it will assign the value, after that it will increment the value. So it will be printed as it is 7. But actually the value will be incremented as 8, but it will not printed. Then plus plus a, in plus plus a it will first do the increment, after that it will assign order. In previous line itself it will be incremented as 8, then in next line it will be incremented as 9, then it will be printed as 9. Then plus b, it will be actually it is printed as 24. B minus minus in the sense b minus minus in the sense b value will be 23, but it will first assign the value, after that it will do the decrement, so it will not reflected in the output. But here so normally now b value is 23, then minus minus b in the sense the b value become 22. That's all about operators, operators in Java program. Next things we will see later in upcoming videos. Thank you all.